What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers take on the Pheonix Suns, first home game of the season, and I'm pumped, right? Lakers need to do their job. Lakers need to go out and get this win. We'll see if Bradley Beal and Devin Booker play. At least at the time of recording this video, both seem to be relatively questionable. Bradley Beal is still day-to-day, and there were reports that it is potential that Devin Booker ends up missing, but this is the Lakers, right? A guy could have his entire body implode, and guess what? He's going to magically be healed and play against the Lakers. That's how it always goes, right? So we need to be prepared that the Lakers are going to face a fully loaded Pheonix Suns team. And that's what I want, right? I want to see the Lakers take on a fully loaded Pheonix Suns team. I don't want to see them without Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, or Kevin Durant. I want to see where do we look like? Where do we stack up so far with this team? Now, obviously, if we win, then there's no excuse, right? They can't say, well, we didn't have Bradley Beal or we didn't have Devin Booker. But also, if we lose the game, how do we look, right? Was it just another, like, we just couldn't hit shots and they could? Was it just us just got utterly dominated? Was it, us just, we're not there yet? Like, what is it? Right? Like, I want to see how are we stacking up, because Denver and the Pheonix Suns are the two teams that are very likely to come out of the Western Conference. And so if we are going to come out of the West and potentially win an NBA championship, then we have to very likely go through one, if not both of those teams. And so I want to see the Lakers face off and just be able to compare where we're at. But we got to win this game. We do. Last thing you want to do is start this season 0-2, right? Lakers have a grueling schedule. It doesn't lighten up anytime soon. So you don't want to start getting too far behind on the 8-ball. Now, I understand that the Lakers, they're a fresh team, right? Even the returning guys, they only played like 24, 25 games fully healthy together, right? So they're still got a lot that they need to figure out. We have 5-6 new guys that we need to integrate and have them develop chemistry, especially the bench unit and stuff like that. But so does Phoenix in a lot of ways, right? Like, Phoenix is that team as well, where they have a whole new team for the most part, right? So we're kind of in the same boat between the Lakers and the Suns. Now, Phoenix has more firepower, where it's like, that is something that could carry them, where the Lakers, they're going to rely heavily on their depth, their versatility, their size and stuff, but we got to hit shots, right? Like, that was to me, the Denver game, that's what it boiled down to, right? Like, one team hit a bunch of shots, the other team didn't, right? Like, if you look at that game, it was pretty even, right? They both had 11 turnovers, the Lakers and the Nuggets, both had 11 turnovers. They both shot 75% from the free throw line. The rebounds, the Lakers out-rebounded Denver 44-42. They had 13 offensive rebounds and to 9 offensive rebounds for Denver. 4 blocks to 6 blocks, 5 steals to 9 steals, and Denver had 1 tech, right? But where the difference was, Denver was 53% from the field. The Lakers were 46% from the field. Lakers shot 90 shots. Denver shot 91 shots. So again, it came down to them hitting shots, and we didn't hit shots and Denver did. They shot 14 of 34 from three-point range, 41%. We shot 10 of 29 from three-point range, right? So that, to me, was the difference there. That was the deciding factor in this game. Like, Lakers just didn't hit shots and Denver didn't, right? Obviously, the rebounding needs to be addressed. It needs to be picked up. Even though we out-rebounded Denver, it was the timing, right, a lot with Denver. It was like every time we went on a run, Denver gets an offensive rebound and just hits a huge dagger or whatever. Also, Denver converted a lot more of those offensive rebounds than we did, right? They got a lot more second chance points than we did. So we got to do a better job in tightening that up. Defensively, we got to tighten up. Jared Vanderbilt is still out. That hurts, right? Because Jared Vanderbilt, he's our best defensive option for a Kevin Durant or a Devin Booker or even a Bradley Beal, right? Like, if Bradley Beal starts going off, right, you could throw Jared Vanderbilt on him to start slowing him down. Devin Booker starts going off. Okay, let's switch Jared Vanderbilt there, right? And Cam Reddish may end up be missing this game, right? Cam Reddish is probable. My guess is that he does play. Jared Vanderbilt has been ruled out. But, if we're missing Cam Reddish too, that hurts as well because he has been fantastic on the defensive side and he has good size, good length, and good versatility. But more than anything to me, one, Anthony Davis needs to be more consistent, right? He's got to be, it's inexcusable that he gives us 17 points through the first half and then finishes the game with 17 points. It's inexcusable, right? And look, I'm not one of those people like, oh, we that's it, we got to trade AD or the sky's falling. No, like I still believe and have faith in Anthony Davis. He's still a top 10 player. He's still an excellent talent. But there are the concerns of the consistency, right? He's got to be better. He's got to. The other thing is too, there's a big difference between Nurk and Jokic, right? So I'm sure that'll help a little bit. But Anthony Davis needs to dominate this matchup, right? Phoenix has nobody that's going to be able to slow down Anthony Davis. And defensively, Phoenix is not there defensively. So we really need to capitalize and take advantage of this. Right, like even when you watch the Warriors game, like the Suns and the Warriors, like Phoenix looked pretty mid, right? So we need to take advantage, get good shots, get to the rim, be aggressive, be physical, right? Because the Suns, especially guys like Kevin Durant, they don't like the physicality. That's how, the Warriors were really kind of just making things difficult for Kevin Durant because he doesn't do well with physicality. And they were able to kind of keep Kevin Durant in check a little bit. He was 7 of 22 from the field, 18 points. Right? For Kevin Durant standards, that's not great at all. But it was them just being physical. Anthony Davis needs to dominate. He needs to say, okay, I am going to win this game and go out there and win this game. I'm not saying he has to necessarily go off for 50 and 20, but he has to be better. Right? We need him to be better. And I expect him to be better. But so does everyone else, right? It's not just on Anthony Davis. We need everybody to show up. Austin Reeves needs to be better. D'Angelo Russell needs to be better, right? Our second best player shouldn't be Taurean Prince, right? Like Taurean Prince should be the icing on the cake, the cherry on the top, right? It's like, man, the Lakers were great, and Taurean Prince gave us 18. Like, if Taurean Prince gives us 18, we should be beating teams by 18. Like, it shouldn't be Taurean Prince gave us 18 and we lost by 12. That shouldn't be a thing, right? It should be if Taurean Prince gives us 18, Lakers dominated that game. That was a blowout because Taurean Prince is our 6th, 7th best player. When your 6th, 7th best player goes and gives you 18, the idea is like, oh, okay, like, here we go, right? Like, the Lakers must have won and went off to, like, if I just told you, like, hey, LeBron James was fantastic, AD had 17 at the half, and Taurean Prince gave you 18, right? You would think, like, oh, man, Lakers won that game by, in steady fashion. But then if I was like, yeah, well, Anthony Davis ended up finishing the game with the 17. Taurean Prince was our second best. You'd be like, what? What is going on here? But we need guys to step up. Austin Reeves needs to be better, like I said. Rui needs to be better, right? There's a lot of questions with Rui Hachimura. Because, look, I love Rui. I got my nickname Lakerdamus because of Rui Hachimura. Because I talked about how the Lakers need to go and target and trade for Rui Hachimura before there was even a thought of Rui Hachimura, before anyone even knew he was available. And literally hours later, Lakers land Rui Hachimura. But in the same breath, Rui's biggest problem has been consistency in the regular season. He's been fantastic in the playoffs, even with the Wizards, was ridiculous in the playoffs. Superhuman, right? But the regular season, he can't seem to translate that. So we have to have guys translate that. We got to lock down defensively. We got to put everything that we need to put in on the defensive side of the basketball, right? A lot of people I know, even as they, Lakers lost to the Suns in preseason and blah, blah, blah. If you actually watch that game, that's not what happened, right? When the Lakers went to their G League team for a quarter and a half, yeah, we got smacked. But we were winning at the half, right? If I'm not mistaken. I believe, yeah, I think we were up by 1 or 2 points, a couple points, and we were in pretty good control that game, right? And the thing is, though, we need to, now you're going to have the starters for the entirety of the game. You're going to have your rotation guys and your role guys for the entirety of the game. You're not going to play your G League team for a quarter and a half. So we need to be in control start to finish. We need to make sure that we're doing what we need to do in order to win this game. The last thing we need is to start 0-2. Like, that is just, it's not a good look. It's not the end of the world, right? I know a lot of people are going to take it as like, that's it, Lakers season's done, it's a wrap, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. No, luckily you're not eliminated from the playoffs by starting the season 0-2, right? Luckily, you're not eliminated from winning an NBA championship starting the season 0-2. But I do understand from a fan standpoint, you know, you have almost like this PTSD because of the last few seasons with the Lakers. You want to see the Lakers kind of right the ship and be in a good spot, be in a good position, have an opportunity to prove like, okay, no, we are for real. And then, you know, also from the Lakers standpoint, they want that. Build some early confidence, right? Show that like, okay, like they are able to hang with the big boys, right? Like, yeah, Denver was a rough game. It sucks. We just weren't able to hit shots. If we hit shots, we probably win that game, right? So let's go out here and beat Phoenix. It's your first home game of the season. You want to start establish strong. You want to preserve and protect home court, right? You want to do the things that you need to do in order to start putting your best foot forward to get ready for the longevity that is the regular season. You don't want it to be an uphill battle and climb all season, right? And again, the Lakers' schedule, it doesn't get any lighter. Like, that's the problem. It's not like, okay, well, you know, the Lakers, you lose to Phoenix and Denver and then you're good. It's like, no, like your next game is in Sacramento against the Kings. And so what? You're going to start 0-3, right? Like, you know, and then you follow that game up and it's like you got the Orlando Magic, and the Orlando Magic game is off of a back-to-back, right? And it's in LA, but look, Orlando could be pretty good this year. Now it's like, 0-4. And then you got to play the Clippers, who have beaten us 11 straight times. And it's like, now we're, 0-5. Like, you don't want that. You don't want to see that happen, right? The Lakers need to beat the Suns, right? You beat the Suns. You go into Sacramento. You beat Sacramento. Now you're 2-1. You get that game against the Magic. Now you're 3-1. And you start building those trends. You start, winning those games. I predicted that through the first 10 games that the Lakers would be somewhere in 6-4, 7-3. I need that to happen. I said that I thought the Lakers would, beat one of the Suns in Denver. I thought they would beat Denver, but hey, they didn't beat Denver, so now you got to go beat the Suns. Right? So the Lakers need to start righting that ship. And the way you right that ship is you go and get that first win. LeBron James shouldn't have to carry our team the way that we did. We're too deep, too talented. We have too much just versatility, size, scoring, everything. Like, LeBron James is going to go get his 20. I'm not worried about that. But there's no reason that LeBron James should go and get us 21 and have to do everything and carry the team. Because, one, LeBron's going to be on a minute restriction. They've made that clear. Darvin Ham has made that clear. LeBron James has even said, he's not happy about it. He's not thrilled about it, but he's going to buy in and accept what he has to accept. So, we need to expect that, okay, LeBron's going to be limited. He's only going to play, 28 to 30 minutes a game, which means he's going to be managed. Like, the other guys need to step up. That's why we went and got the depth that we got. All I've talked about all offseason is how deep and insane this Lakers roster is. And it is. But those guys need to step up and need to start playing the game of basketball. So, got to lock in. We got to focus. We got to go get this W. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have concerns? Do you feel good? However you feel, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments.